Good evening. I'm James Crook. Thank you for checking out Sex for the Soul. I've got a couple videos coming. I hope everyone enjoyed the July 4th. Happy America Day to everyone. And I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Felt kind of weird coming to work today. It definitely felt like a Monday, I'm sure, for everybody. So in honor of July 4th, I wanted to talk about our nation's politicians and just do a short video about what I think some of the things we could hold our Congress and our elected officials to. First of all, if we elect you, especially to Congress, you should have a mandatory attendance rate of 90% of your votes. You should vote as much as possible. That's what we pay you to do. You should not be a fundraiser. You should not be talking to the media. You should not be anywhere else other than doing your job. You should be reading the bills, and you should be voting in accordance with those bills. The fact that so many people it's crazy. One of the reasons why I knew Barack Obama would not be that great of a leader is he only voted on a third of his bills while in the Senate, and he was present for only like 2/3. It was insane. It's absolutely insane. A lot of politicians have done that. Bernie Sanders and Rand Paul were two that always stayed true to the mantra that they work for us, the people. We are the government, and they should, if they get elected, we're going to pay them. They should actually go and do their job. Speaking of paying, they should not choose how much they get paid. It is unbelievable that Congress, especially in a deficit, in a Congress that can't do their jobs, choose how much they pay themselves, and they get to raise their own salaries every year. So an outside body that we appoint should do that, not Congress. Third, they should have the same Medicare as us. They should not have private subsidized Medicare, especially for all the Democrats and liberals that are talking about how they want to cut the, actually Republicans who say they don't want the government to be spending that much, and the Democrats who want to cover everybody in medical. We should all be on the same thing. If you want to do private, that's fine, but they should not have better health care than the average American unless they pay for it. And as successful people, they should. Or we should have a great health care system for everybody. One or the other. This is crap. They should explain why they vote on every vote. They should explain, like Justin Amash does this, representative from Michigan, incredible guy. He actually responds to why, he actually gives a thought-out explanation to why he votes on everything. Everyone should do that. We have mass media now. Everyone should explain, even if they're going to lie, at least we can catch them in the lie. You should all be held accountable for how you actually vote on these things. Fourth, they should have to balance the budget. You guys should balance a budget once in a while. We cannot keep on running up deficits. The trillions of debt, over 21 million or over 21 trillion now, is unfathomably huge. And the fact that it just keeps on going up every year is an insult to all of us. And it's wrong that we allow our politicians to do that. It is wrong that we allow these leaders to continue to give tax breaks to the wealthy or to corporations, continue to subsidize terrible welfare programs for people that don't deserve them, or that not don't deserve them necessarily, it's bankrupting our country. We should not be cutting education and then paying the military tens of billions of dollars that they can waste in excess spending. It's crap. So they should balance the budget. They should be excluded. Oh, this is huge. They should be excluded from buying or selling stocks, currency exchange, anything like that in the market, or like medical companies. There are numerous congressmen that are on committees that deal with regulatory issues or deal with things that directly affect the economy, and these people make hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. I'm not going to go into it right now, but there is literally, I think Politico did a great article on it. I think there was like 10 to 20 Congress people that in their filings show how much money they make. And then there's people that own medical companies, and they make hundreds of thousands of dollars once the medical company gets approved by the FDA. How is that possible? That is completely immoral and wrong. That should stop immediately. Lobbyists should be banned. If they are not banned, they should be disclosed. The money in politics is a massive issue. We should have publicly funded elections. Short of that, lobbyists that put money and corporations that put money into these people's accounts and get them to vote, or as they say in the TV, pick up the phone. It's crap. It's wrong. Again, immoral, and it has showed our Congress to be a bought and paid for sham democracy. It's not even a republic anymore. It's crap. And these people barely hide it. I love Ron Paul's idea. Come out and when you come out to the debates, you should have patches like NASCAR drivers for all the people that are giving you a certain amount of money, all the corporations. That'd be pretty ironic to see Obama and Romney standing up there with the same people. They should have mandatory town halls or Q&As, like online question and answers. They should be answered. They should have to answer to us. If we want to talk to them, they should provide forums for that, for the people to come together. That is the lifeblood of our democracy, of our republic, allowing us to voice our opinions and allowing us to ask questions of them to figure out what's going on in a live session. And it's so tough for us to. It's so tough for us to move forward when this division is allowed, because it's a closed door unless you have a certain amount of money, and that's wrong. That's just wrong. They should have term limits. Oh my God, they should have term limits. It should be maybe 10 years maximum in the House, or even 6 years, to be really honest. It should be 2 terms in the Senate, period. Just like the president, 2 terms, that's it. And that's a very simple one. The fact that we don't have term limits is crazy. These career politicians is wrong. We should allow that. We should have the term limits at every level of the state. Last thing, if we vote to go to war, if a congressperson votes to go to war, they should have to send a family member, either a child, a cousin, whatever, someone within one line on either side of their family. So if we go to Iraq, we go to Afghanistan, we go to Syria, we go to Yemen, we go to these places, we send troops. We should have, first of all, Congress, not the president, Congress should vote on who goes there. And once they vote on who goes there, if they vote yes in the affirmative, they should have to have someone in their family go, so that they feel the cost of war. And everyone in Congress should have that, because if you feel strongly enough to send sons and daughters of other people to war, you should have to send your own child. It's something that is hell on earth. And that would even it out. I'm sure we go to war a lot less. And if we did need to go to war and everyone voted for it, that's because everyone believed in the war. So we should be taken seriously. And all these things, they're just suggestions, but man, there's so many things that are broken. This is just a start. Again, thank you for checking me out. I'm James Crook for Sex and the Soul. Hope everyone has a blessed evening. Take care.